Good morning. Happy Monday, February 27th. You know, I've been trying to record this now for about the last half hour, but I keep getting these phone calls on Medicare. It's that time of my life. I know you've been telling me for years that you get these phone calls. I had no idea how incredibly annoying they are, and I'm on the do not call list. So, politicians, you wasted your time on that one because it's not working. And I guess there's no consequences because they keep doing it. Anyway, what's going on in this world of ours? Did you see Jonathan Taves, the Chicago Blackhawk player for a number of years here, has had a fine career, but he hasn't played since January 28th because he's suffering from the long-term effects of COVID. The other thing is Alec Murdaugh with the trial. He's on trial for the murder of his wife and his son. What were you thinking testifying last week? That was terrible. And the other thing is in terms of what were you thinking? On Friday was the anniversary of the one-year invasion of Ukraine by Russia. What were you thinking? There must be some synapse problems in there because right now, outside of all the tens of thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands of people that lost their lives, you are the big loser on many, many levels, and anybody that's aligning with you. Anyway, hey, let's get to today's topic. That's right, today's topic is the insurance company, Humana. You know, a little bit of history here, if my memory serves me correct, and at my old age, because I'm getting these Medicare calls, maybe it's not quite accurate. When I got in the business, it was Lincoln National. Then Lincoln National became Emphasis. Emphasis became Employers Health. Employers Health bought out Humana. That's the string of line, and I believe Employers Health was a very good company. But when they bought out Humana, because Humana had better name recognition with their HMO, that's what was retained. So I would say about 15 years ago, I probably had close to 30 groups insured with Humana, making a good income. In fact, my production was so good, Humana offered me personally health insurance. I forego that and took quarterly bonuses because my production was so good. So what has happened since then? Well, my reps were out of Westchester. They had a good office there, and thank you to Tom and April and Stephanie over the years. You guys provided A1 service to me. But then all of a sudden, they went away, and my reps were in Madison, Wisconsin, Appleton, Wisconsin, Green Bay, who knows, Wisconsin. Anyway, I no longer had access to them. And they said, well, you can always call, but you're on hold forever. Phone calls were never returned. So the service started to go down. Then the Affordable Care Act comes along. I got all my paperwork, my licensing done timely. That was sent in. And I got noticed after I've been enrolling people in the Affordable Care Act that these applications are being denied. I called up and said, why are my applications being denied? Well, the applications came in too quick. The licensing wasn't processed. I'm like, well, wait a minute. I got this all in. Here's the dates. It's all within the due dates time frame here and after the effective date, so I was accurate. And the response was, guess what? We didn't have anybody to work on it. So, yes, there's your paperwork, but it was never processed. Come on. So now, last week, a week ago today, got notice that, believe it or not, well, actually, I do believe it, Humana is pulling out of the commercial group insurance marketplace. Could have seen that one coming. So what does that mean for those of you that have Humana insurance? Well, beginning in April, notices will go out that groups renewing beginning this November will be non-renewed. So over the next 2 years or so, Humana will non-renew their book of business if they stay true to what they told us this past week. Of course, the number's on the bottom of the screen here. Don't hesitate to give me a call. Personally, my agency does not have any medical group business with Humana anymore. But if you have it and you're concerned about your insurance, like I said, you give me a call. We've got some fine insurance companies that I used to replace Humana several years ago with, so I could provide good insurance to my clientele. Those of you that have individual products with Humana, that's not going anyplace. Humana seems like they want to make a stand in the Medicare marketplace. That's evident because we agents really don't seem to have their confidence, and they're doing a lot of infomercials on the Medicare supplements, the drug cards, and specifically the Medicare Advantage plans. At heart, haven't felt comfortable with Humana for the longest while, which is why when you ask me about them, I'm not comfortable making a recommendation unless it's a market-specific product for you. And like I said, could have seen that one coming. I wonder what else we can say we can see coming with Humana. So, hey, what's going on here at the MLD agency? Well, still working on that law class. I'm really actually enjoying that law class. Maybe if you're interested, I can forward it to you, and you might enjoy it too. Last week, we picked up 6 policies in the Medicare, the health insurance, and the dental marketplace. Thank you for the new business going on there. And we're worked to renew one of our groups with Allstate National General. So that's what's going on with the MLD agency. If you're listening to this, you've survived some of the bad weather we've had the last few days and all. So until next week, which will be March, they say it's in like a lion, out like a lamb. Looking forward to the out like a lamb part. Until next week.